Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2022 Full Circle Designs Next Gen mod here at Dover. And we are set for 40 laps in our number 39 X4 Foundations Camaro. Brandon is right in front of us in that A-Shock Toyota, just on the inside lane with Ryan Blaney with his first pole this year. Should be pretty fast, pretty clean here at Dover. At least that is the hope and goal. Looking to pit at the halfway mark in a perfect world at lap 20. 4 tires and fuel waiting for the green flag. Have to be real easy on the throttle here as this concrete surface doesn't grip up the tires too awful much. And up through the gears we go on the bottom. Should be able to carry that speed down, not wash up too awful much. And it does look like indeed we are clear to the top, passing Austin Cindric to the bottom, and Brandon making the move on Cole Custer, pushing him up. Eric Almirola follows us through on the bottom, and let's sit and see what the car is going to do over these next few laps. Of course, the AI tires are really good to start, and about 5 laps into the run they may slow down. So single file with Blaney and Byron up front, Brandon going 3 wide. We'll take that all day, every day. If we can get down to the bottom, clip the apron just a little bit under Denny Hamlin, see if we can get that drive off, and Joey actually slows up off the corner, giving us that outside if we need it, but we will take that approach low, not overdriving. Brandon washes up just a little bit into that second groove and clear behind those guys fighting side by side. Certainly single file is the fastest way around Dover, that is for sure, not having to check up, and everyone getting single file behind, and a gap is starting to form with these first few cars. We'll stay within shouting distance and see what their pit strategy is going to be. We don't know if we want 2 tires or 4 tires, definitely have to get a whole tank of fuel in, however, so maybe 4 tires on this run. And we're just taking care of the car for now. Brandon trying to look on that outside of Kevin Harvick, got from top to the bottom. We'll see if he makes the move. If he forces Kevin Harvick up top, we may be able to pounce, but Harvick chops the nose. Brandon washes up just a little bit. Harvick there on the bottom. Good run out to the wall will gain a little bit of speed, and Brandon should get the position this time. Oh, with the chop and into Harvick just a little bit. That was a little bit tricksy, and that slows them both down, able to reel them both in. And does Brandon have the position now? Yes, indeed. Under Harvick sends it, washing up to the top groove. He'll be able to carry that momentum and make it stick, and we will pounce on Kevin. A little bit slower through the middle of the corner. We'll be able to get down to the bottom and clear him by mid and out to the wall. So we are up in 5th place. Ryan Blaney still pacing this race. Pretty even on speed, not really gaining. Ooh, Brandon with a little bit of a body slam into Kyle Larson, filling that gap. Kyle keeps it going straight, but he'll lose that spot to Kevin Harvick, dropping back on the backstretch side by side. We move up into 4th place, and Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, so some parity up front. And Blaney is looking stout. Byron falling back just a little bit to us, but Blaney looks like he will be hard to pass. We'll make the best of it, cut down to the bottom, see if we can get that run down the backstretch, and pretty even Steven on the speed. So we'll wait for their tires to fall off just a little bit deeper into this run. We're at 3x tire wear and fuel, so the AI car should really start ill handling within a few laps, and we'll be able to make that move. Brandon pacing William Byron, keeping him honest, looking to the outside, trying to go from top to the bottom, maybe diamonding the corner a little bit to get that run to the inside, and he will get under William Byron. We'll see if we can follow through, but we might not be close enough to really make that happen. We'll have to make that pass off of the front stretch, really choking up, trying to stay off of William Byron and down to the inside. Willie B doesn't really fight back on that high line. He'll roll the second groove, carry as much momentum as he can, and get back out, and we're up into 3rd. And Ryan Blaney looks like he does indeed have a stout piece today. We'll see if Brandon can chop into that lead just a little bit. All it takes is Ryan Blaney to be sent to that second groove, and we'll be able to make up some time. A little bit into the run, and the tires are starting to get away. You can see we're not able to really hook the bottom like we were able to at the start of a run. This concrete surface tends to chew up the tires a bit. Waiting on that gas a long time, but able to get off the corner at about the same speed. So a 10th here and a 10th there on Ryan Blaney, just keeping in touch. William Byron has dropped back, however, so it is a 3-car race for the lead here. Brandon makes his move. Will he get down to the inside? Indeed, he will. A little bit of a slider getting up into that second groove. We're not close enough to make the pounce, however. We'll be able to follow Ryan down the front straightaway. We'll look to the inside, think better of it. Not really a time to push, especially if we can get on pit road first and get that undercut going where we'll be able to really lay down some fast laps and put these cars behind us a bit. We'll roll the bottom, keep off Ryan, and are we going to clear by mid? Yes, indeed, Ryan rolls out, and we're able to get to the wall and ride behind Brandon a bit, so Brandon will take the lead back. And we'll sort of size ourselves up in this on this run to see how fast we are compared to Brandon on even tires. I think our corner entry is a little bit softer, but Brandon historically gets off the corner much better. He's able to get to the throttle much earlier in the corner and get down the straightaways faster. It may come out in the wash, just a 10th here or a 10th there, but it adds up over time. However, we are able to get a little bit of a drafting pull down the straightaways. The most important thing is to have clear racetrack behind, as getting on pit road is really tight. Getting down and touching that apron, the car wants to wash out, that is for sure. Carrying way too much speed on the bottom is not what you need to get down to pit road. Matt Kenseth found that out, smashing into the water barriers. So we definitely do not want to do that if we want a shot at a win today. But we will try to hook that bottom as best we can. We're sacrificing a little bit of entry speed. And Brandon just running a little bit higher, able to carry a little bit more speed. We'll try to diamond the corner off as well. The old Bristol line, sort of wash up and then turn down the hill. Try to get speed down. Comes out fairly even. And laps are going to click by very quickly here. 40 laps at Dover goes by in about 20 minutes time or a little less. So nearing the halfway point, we'll be looking to pit road soon. Of course, the danger of pitting first is if the yellow comes out and we are passed by the leader, we'll be trapped a lap down. We'll have to stay out, and we'll be in front of the leaders behind the pace car. No wave arounds back in 2003, so we won't be able to get all that track position back if we are pinned a lap down. So hopefully the race will stay green. Looks like Dover has been single file and pretty spaced out, so I don't anticipate any yellows. No real side-by-side racing here. Definitely not like at a plate track. But we are looking to come to pit road. Now we'll go around a little bit more. We definitely want to pit before we catch the lap cars. However, we don't want to be wasting time trying to pass them just to come down to pit road, and tires are really giving up. You can see Brandon washing up the track. We're having a very difficult time keeping it on the bottom as well. Tires are pretty much gone, so we will be going for 4 tires and fuel, that is for sure. Probably a few more laps, and definitely if we do catch these lap cars, we're coming down that particular lap. We're within the fuel window for sure. We just need to make sure that our tires are not dead by the end of our second run. Pitting as soon as we could. By the end of that second run, we were going to be toast. So trying to split it at the halfway mark, nice and easy. Brandon on pit road. We almost overshoot, but we're taking 4 tires, so we slide the tires a bit. 2,500 in second gear. We are going to be crawling as Ryan Blaney reassumes the lead a few seconds over William Byron and Kyle Larson. So the Hendrick cars looking strong. Looking to the left here, we do not want to see the yellow lights light up on the fence. And 4 tires and fuel, boys. Let's go. Right sides are on, fuel can going in, and Brandon with the 2-tire stop. Interesting bit of strategy. So he is going to get clear by about 10 to 15 seconds. So we'll be about a half a lap behind Brandon when all of this cycles through. However, we are going to be on fresh rubber, so we need to make sure that we do not get tangled up by cars coming to pit road. We'll roll that outside if need be. Get up to speed. A few cars coming. We don't want to be trapped here. Hopefully the 48 does not want to come to pit road this time. And there we go. We'll pick up the throttle, get them single file, get around Chase, and you'll see the tire difference between 4 fresh tires and those old tires that these AI cars have on. Around the 77 of Balicki, can we get to the outside of Truex? No, we have to choke up a little bit as he was going to wash out to the wall. We'll be able to sail past Truex and get to the outside of Keselowski, really keep it wound up. And there's my skid marks trying to come down to pit road. And this is where we need to lay down some very fast laps. We want to have this portion of the race be the fastest we run all day to make this pit strategy work. And indeed, we're picking them up and laying them down. We'll be able to get to the outside of Austin Dillon here. No sense in even going to try to get to the bottom. Unless, of course, we can come down the hill and get under the 8. Yes, indeed. But by the time we get to the corner, we want to be in that outside groove as they're going to bogart the bottom. Really no ill means by getting out to the top. We have the maneuverability to go from the top to the bottom, from the right to the left. And we'll get to the outside of the 14 and 41, the Stewart-Haas cars down there on the bottom. And we need these cars to come down pit road. But you can see how much time we are gaining per lap. And if we gain more time than we've lost on pit road, that's going to be a massive net gain for us in the grand scheme of things. Out front, just trying to find Brandon. We were a half a lap down or so when we came off of pit road. So if we can chew, a half a second to a second per lap out of him, we should be right up there. And I think that's Brandon there going through the first turns 1 and 2. That could have been another white car. Just looking to see if we can see him around Denny Hamlin. And no, that was another car. That was William Byron. So you can see we caught back up to second place. Looking to the left, no, there is Ryan Blaney. So we will be getting our lap back if we pass Ryan here. And then the yellow flag can come out no matter what. We will stay out. We'll be on a little bit of a disadvantage as we'll have some laps on our tires, but track position will dictate that we stay out. However, if the race runs a little bit longer and everyone comes back down, we'll be in the catbird seat. So we are back on the lead lap. All of these passes are for position, and we're picking them up and laying them down. It looks like the 38 decided to stay out a little bit as well. I don't know if he's coming off of pit road or he's coming this time. And Todd Gilliland is indeed coming down to pit road. Roll that outside and making up all of these passes as well. And there's Brandon going through turns 1 and 2. So we can see him out the windshield now. Getting around all of these boys. And it looks like the Stewart-Haas team of Almirola and Harvick are there as well. And it looks like the 5 of Larson just in front. Really picking up that speed, trying to get that pass on Almirola. The only downside is now that these cars that were about our speed is on much fresher tires. So it's going to be tougher to pass Kevin Harvick than before for sure. We'll see if we can make this outside work, try to carry that diamond, get down to the bottom. We'll carry that speed, get that pull off of Kevin. We should be set up nicely to get down into turn 1 under braking, and indeed we can get around Kevin there, wash up just a little bit, and we'll keep an eye in the mirror as those cars might be faster than us, and it looks like Almirola is definitely going to be a quick car, making the pass on Kevin. Looking out in front of Larson, and is that Cendric or Blaney, one of the Menards Penske's. And we are catching Brandon a few tenths here and there. We'll just have to run our race and run clean as we can. And it does look like Brandon may be on the struggle bus just a little bit. We'll see as these laps unfold if he gets bigger in our windshield, and indeed, Now he's just going through turn 1 and 2. We're definitely catching. Holding station with the 5 and 42. Larson is probably going to be very tough to pass. He was running in third before those pit stops, and now that he is on much fresher tires, he's going to be tough. And Almirola has put himself right on our rear bumper. So Almirola is going to keep us honest here. We can't dally too awful much. And there goes the Penske car around Brandon. So I believe they are unlapping themselves. But I can hear Eric Almirola's engine right in my ear, right behind, not giving us any slack. And the car's starting to wash off of the bottom. So if Eric is able to hook that bottom, we're going to be in trouble here. It's not for position. In fact, it may be prudent to let Eric go and let him start making those holes in front of the 42. That might actually not be a bad strategy. But Brandon is right there now under attack from Kyle Larson. Larson looking to the inside if he is forcing Brandon up top. And we're just washing out, can't get the power down. It's not for position, so the Stewart-Haas guys are going to reopen those gaps for us. Brandon lets Larson by. So now it's up to the 38 and the 42. If Almirola gets under those guys, he may be able to pull us up to Brandon as we're faster, I believe. We're definitely not the fastest car on the track by any stretch of the imagination, but pit strategy has put us in a really good spot. And there goes the 42 around the 38. We need the 42 to clear. If Eric Almirola might be able to push the 42 by, Brandon just right out there. Tantalizingly close. Come on, Ty, you need to complete this pass, my man. Yeah, they're starting to stack up restrictor plate style, and we're not going to have anywhere to go, and there's only a few laps left. Harvick, I need you to get by. Denny Hamlin is hounding us from the rear. It's a 2x2x2 right behind these lap cars. We're not able to get by at all. Let's see if we can give Harvick a push. See if we can convince him to get by the 42, and no, he just stays in line, peeing on the wheels of progress. Shoot, not peeing on the wheels of progress, unloading a whole freaking pan. And finally, the 42 gets around the 38, it seems, but it's going to be too little too late, especially Harvick gun shy around this 42. We're not able to capitalize. We're on the final lap. Yeah, we needed this race to run a few more laps with Brandon right there. Washing up. Can Ty get under Brandon? Brandon chops the nose of the 42, keeps him slowed up. We're going to be second thanks to the lap car of Ty Dillon. Thanks a lot there, Ty. So Brandon will indeed come across the line for his 5th win this year. We come across the line in 2nd. William Byron comes across in 3rd. Ryan Blaney in 4th. Kyle Larson in 5th. Kevin Harvick in 6th. Joey Logano in 7th. Denny Hamlin in 8th. 9th place, Eric Almirola. And rounding out your top 10 is Chase Briscoe. Yeah, with 2 laps to go, we were caught behind the 2x2x2x2. Even BJ MacLeod caught up to us. Even Brandon pushing hard off the corner to stay in front, and we had nowhere to go behind those lap cars. So a clean green race. Congrats to Brandon on number 5. So the standings after Dover, Bubba Wallace is your cutoff driver, tied with Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch 2 back, Chase Briscoe 2 back, Chase Elliott 8 back. Really tight, but that is between 14th all the way back through 20th. And next week, another big question mark as we go try to tame the Lady in Black at Darlington. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for Darlington. Take care.